Alright, again, hello and welcome to this course. In this first video, I'm going to show you how to get your WordPress website set up using the Avada 5.0 theme. Now, I got to tell you that Avada 5.0 has brought a lot of changes from the previous build, the 4.0. And so this is something that's going to be a little bit new and exciting from my previous course where that was made in 2015. That was the 4.0. And I got to tell you that Avada has really improved with every single update that it's had, and I highly recommend it. So I'm going to show you where to buy it, and then I'm going to show you how to get it set up on a Bluehost. And Bluehost is the company that I use for hosting. I really like them. So I'll show you everything, how to get set up with that. And so here we go. So in order to purchase Avada, what you want to do is go to market.envato.com and just type in Avada. Now, just a side note, the Avada Marketplace, if you need any kind of multimedia content, whether it's graphics or any kind of PSD files, anything like that, that's the site that I use. I think it's worthwhile to purchase some of the things. They have short little videos, music, whatever your needs are, and I use them all the time. So Avada is right here. Now listen, Avada is $60. I know there are a lot of themes out there that are cheaper than $60, but I have to tell you that I've been using this theme for about 4 years now, and it just keeps getting better and better. It's so versatile. It's very quick. I just absolutely love it. So for me, the $60 is well worth it, and I think that you should purchase it too. So if you're going to go ahead and purchase it, go ahead. Go right here. You'll probably have to just set up an account. I already have one, and so just buy that. All right. If you're actually logged in and you ever need it in the future, if you go up here to your account and go to downloads, you can actually see all your previous downloads here from the Avada Marketplace. So mine is all the way down here at the bottom, and if you ever need any of the files, just go right here. So what I'm going to do is actually, I went ahead and downloaded all files and documentation. I did this before, and I have the zip file, and that's already right here on my desktop. So what we're going to do now is we're going to assume that you don't have hosting. I'm going to show you how to get the hosting and install WordPress, and then install that file, the theme, into WordPress. Now, just a real quick mention about WordPress. People ask me all the time, what's the difference between WordPress.org and WordPress.com? You definitely want to get set up on WordPress.org because that's where that actually represents your own site. So that's where you can go in and upload themes and do a lot of your own customization. WordPress.com is more of, you don't have that flexibility. You can set up a blog, but you're using their themes. And so that's really the difference. But that's all done for you. And so what you want to do, let's go ahead and you'll go to Bluehost. So just bluehost.com. I'll just go back here to the home page really quick. So again, I recommend Bluehost. I hardly ever have any downtime. They're very quick. There's a lot of different plans. You can just get started with their basic plan for $3.95. I'm just going to let you go ahead and go through that and choose your own options. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you have the money, I would go ahead and pay a little bit extra for an upgraded hosting plan because it will be faster. So maybe one of the Plus or Primes, or even Go Pro. If you can afford the $13.95, having a dedicated IP address and some of these other features, well worth it. And I actually pay for that, so I'd recommend you do that as well. So we'll just assume that you went ahead and purchased a plan through Bluehost or any of your other hosting companies. Generally, once you're logged in and you're in what they call the C panel, that has a lot of these same options. And so Bluehost has the install WordPress option right here under websites. And so if you click that, and this is assuming that you already set up a domain name and everything. I don't think I have to go through that information. So just go ahead and click the install WordPress once you've set that all up, and we'll get started. So once you've purchased the domain, you can just come here. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to be using a Scratch site for the purpose of this tutorial. And so Rounds and Reps is something that I purchased before just to play with. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. And go ahead and click Next. So site title, go ahead and just name it whatever your website is, like Rounds and Reps. And then right here, this is going to be your email that you set up. This will be your actual what you sign in with once you go to WordPress. So you want to definitely write this down and choose a really good password. So just that's going to be the login and then admin password. I would go ahead, you can keep this, which is a really great password, or you can change it to whatever you want. I've already done that before and it's already set up, so I'm not going to change the password. So that's not my password if you're thinking about it. And then automatically create a database, and then I understand, okay, and then I have read the terms. And then go ahead and click install. It'll just take a couple minutes to install, and then you'll see a prompt that will say to go to your website. So I'm not going to do any of that because it's already set up, but once you go there, it'll redirect you to wordpress.org, and then you just type in this admin username and then your password. And once you do that, it's going to lead you to what's called the dashboard in WordPress. And so from the dashboard, I'm going to reference this a lot in this tutorial because this is where everything happens. This is where you're going to edit all your information. This is kind of all the behind the scenes work that goes into your website. So here is what the dashboard looks like. And so to install the Avada theme, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my desktop really quick. Here was that zip file that I downloaded from the Avada Marketplace. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to expand that really quick. So here's the file right there. Go ahead and open that up really quick. And then Avada theme, click right there. And then we're actually I'm gonna drag this on the desktop. Not that one. We're gonna do this one, the Avada.zip. I'm just gonna drop that on the desktop just for right now. And so what we're gonna do to install the theme, you go to Appearance, Themes. And now I have some themes that I uploaded before. They're all right in here. And so what I'm going to do is go Add New, and then click it again, Upload Theme, choose File, and that was on my desktop, and that was, let's see, the Avada zip. Okay, open that, and then Install Now. Now this will just take a few minutes to actually upload and then install. If everything goes well, you'll get a message, a confirmation message that will say everything went fine. Sometimes if your hosting is limited to your upload, sometimes you'll actually get an error message that'll say, are you sure you want to do this? If that's the case, I actually have a separate video that I can send your way. I have it uploaded to YouTube. And it'll run you through, what that error is all about. It's kind of frustrating when it just says, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And of course you do, but it will just basically be a blank screen. So hopefully that won't be the case. We'll see if this works. I'm gonna just put this on pause while it uploads, and then I'll just start the video up again. Option page right here, theme installed successfully, and then what you want to do is go ahead and click Activate. All right, so once you've activated it, you'll have to go and actually install some of these required plugins. Go to Go Manage Plugins right here. And then what you want to do is install the Fusion Core, Fusion Builder, and probably a couple of these other ones as well. But you just hit Install. It'll do everything for you. You don't really have to do anything. Go here to return to required plugins. Once it's activated successfully, install the Fusion Builder. I would probably say just go ahead and install for sure these two, but Layer Slider, go ahead and do that. You'll probably use a Slider Revolution. That's a really cool slider that you can use. If you're going to actually sell something on your website, then WooCommerce is a really great plugin to have. The BBPress is basically if you're going to have kind of like a forum. So that's great. Events calendar, obviously, if you're going to have a lot of events, things like that you want people to see, I would install that. That's really awesome. And then contact form, more than likely you'll probably have that. That's a really cool form that you can get set up where people can send you, will contact you. It's all self-explanatory. So make sure you activate all those. And if you ever want to come back to this screen, it's right up here at the top. up at Avada right there, or right here on the left-hand side, and you can see it right there. The other thing you want to do is you want to go to System Status really quick. You want to make sure that everything is good. Now, right here, the WP memory limit, I'm actually surprised I didn't get an error before when I was uploading it, because we should actually have a higher limit than just 40 megabytes. And so what I'm going to do is I'll just go ahead and post the link to the video to explain how you can actually change these limits. And that's a really good idea, especially if you decide to install some of the demos, which I'll show you in a later class. The final thing I want you to do with the Avada is I want you to go to Product Registration. Now, I'm already registered, okay, and so I can't really show you how to do this, but essentially, you need to register the product so it will auto-update and you don't even have to worry about it. And you can have the support from Avada for, I think it's like 6 months. And so it's going to run you through all of the descriptions. It'll actually send you back to the theme forest right here, and it'll show you some of you'll go to settings, and it'll actually ask you about your API keys. So these are just, and that's where you'll find it, and that's actually what you'll plug into this area when you come back to it. So just follow the instructions that it comes up with and make sure that you register your product. But at this point, Avada is actually installed. We have all the plugins updated, and we're all ready to roll. So at this point, I'm going to go through all the different options of Avada and how to get your web pages set up. And we're going to start from the beginning. I'm going to make it very basic, show you all of how to set up your pages and how to put it all together. So of course, if you have any questions, or if I've lost you at any point, definitely make sure that you follow up with me. You can send me emails, messages here on Skillshare or any other platform that this might be on. I'm always willing to help you. But that's the gist of getting Avada set up on WordPress. We're all set to go, and I'll see you in the next video.